Hello, this is Chris from 2A Optics. Today's video is going to be about what is the best silencer suppressor for you. Okay, first question is, and we get phone calls and emails and messages on this daily, is what's the best silencer? Well, the question that I have to ask is, well, what are you putting it on? Because that makes a difference. Most people want a can or think there's a silencer that they can just put on anything and everything. Now, there is one that's made by Silencer Co. I think it's called the 46M. It's rated for a wide variety of calibers, which it will work, but it doesn't do a great job on all calibers. So I don't really not recommend it, and I don't really recommend it. It's kind of, a personal choice. I prefer something that's going to give me that sound quality to where I don't have to worry about wearing hearing protection, because I mostly use mine for hunting or a little plinking. I don't do any full auto shooting or lots of mag dumping, especially with the way ammo prices are. So that's usually my first question is, what are you going to be putting it on? Now, if you're going for something, let's say in the 30 cal range, your top 5 silencers that have been tested by Pew Science are going to be these. You can pause the video and take a look at these. The first one's going to be the Cat JL. These were all tested by Pew Science using a bolt action, which will be a little bit different when you're using a semi-auto, but that's the number 1. Number 2 is the Diligent Defense Enticer L. Number 3, CGS Group Hyperion, Dead Air Nomad L, and the Resilient Jolene. Now, the ones I have highlighted, the Diligent Defense, the Dead Air, and the Resilient, I own. I don't have the Diligent Defense here in front of me today, but I do have that one. Now, if you look at those, the prices are quite different between all of them. The Diligent Defense is going to be the cheapest, I guess you could say, and then followed by the Resilient Jolene, then the Dead Air Nomad L. Nomad L is built like a tank. It's been around for a while. It's really good. Can't say enough about it. But as far as price-wise, out of my top 3, that would be the most expensive one. But when you look over here at the ear shooter suppressor rating, they're all so close. You're not going to be able to tell the difference with your ear. You're going to notice a tone difference, but not really a decibel reading difference. Some have a higher pitch sound. Some have a lower, deeper sound. Now, like I said, I don't have the Diligent Defense here. This is the Jolene. This is the Nomad L. I've shot these quite a bit for the 3 of them. The sound difference when it comes to shooting on the 300 blackout, I'm going to show you the weights of these too. This is the Jolene, so you can kind of get an idea of how long they are. The Jolene, to me personally, on a 300 blackout with subs, has a much better sound. And when I say sound, I'm not talking about decibel readings of how loud it is. It's the sound. This has a deeper sound on it. And you can see the weight of it. It's less than a pound. It's 11.8 ounces. Okay. On a 308, it does sound good also. And it is hearing safe on a 308 Supersonics. I shoot this one on my Sig Cross 308. Now, the Nomad L, it is heavier. but it is a more robust can. It's like I said, it's built like a tank. And this thing's been around for a long time. I can't remember how many years it's been on the market, but it's a really proven can. These are both direct thread, but this one is 1 pound, 2.3 ounces. You can immediately feel the weight difference. This is titanium. This is stainless steel. Both great cans, but when it comes to shooting 300 blackout subs, I put the Jolene on my SIG Spear. I have a SIG Spear 9-inch 300 blackout. This is what stays on that rifle. I use this more on my 308. They're so similar on the 308, I really don't notice a difference at all. And the same way with the Diligent Defense Enticer L. They're so close on that 308 bolt action, the three of them, I really couldn't tell you the difference. If I had my back turned and had another shooter shooting a rifle, I don't think I could tell you which one was which. But when it comes to the 300 blackout, I do notice when this one is on there. If this one's on that rifle, I can tell you that it's on there, or if this one is. So with that being said, if you do have a 30 cal rifle and you're asking me what's the best silencer, those are the three I'm going to suggest. I showed you which one are the top 5, but these are the top 3. Just pretend the Diligent Defense is sitting here. That's the top 3 I recommend. It's because they're going to perform as well, the tone's going to be good, and the price is going to be less than what the other ones were on the list. Now, there's many more. You can go to Pew Science. You can check. There's a long list of them going down. I just went over the top 5. Now, if you do go with these are taking what I would call the universal hub adapters now, the hubs. Everybody's pretty much using the same threads on their hubs now. So that means whatever muzzle device you get, you want to go with, whether it's the Dead Air Chemo or the Silencer Co. or whatever brand you like, you're going to be able to get the hub to fit your muzzle device. So if you also are wanting to shoot something on a 5.56, these 3 cans will work. They do good sound suppression because of the size and the volume. So that does open it up to you shooting your 5.56, 223, AR-15 if you want to, with these cans. Instead of having to buy 2 cans, you can buy 1, get the hub adapter, call it a day. Now, let's say later on down the road, or let's say you want to start out with a 5.56 can, and that's all you're looking for right now. This is my favorite. The price is real reasonable on these. I think the price right now is, I can't remember what the map price is. I think it's around $5.55. Don't hold me to that. Now, as you'll see, this thing is heavier than the Jolene. The Jolene is titanium. This is stainless steel. But as you can see, this is 15 ounces. Now, this can works really, really good. This is the Polonium by Otter Creek Labs 5.56 duty can, not the K can. The K can is not going to be as quiet as this. I prefer this. I know a lot of guys, they're worried about length. They're like, oh, I want something really, really short. I'm not kicking indoors. I'm not doing urban warfare. I'm not going overseas to fight in a battle. I'm not worried about room clearing, so I'm not worried about the length of a silencer. I'm worried about sound suppression. This is my favorite 5.56 can for the price, and as good as it is, I think it's hard to beat. I don't think you can beat it for the price and for the performance of it. I shoot this on my 11.5 Daniel Defense. I shoot it on my Radian 14.5. I can shoot it with no hearing protection on. It's comfortable. Now, I don't shoot auto fire. I don't mag dump. So you have to take that in consideration also. I'm just plinking, hunting, shooting targets, and it does great. Imagine if you shoot this at a lot of high rates of sustained fire, It probably could do a little damage to your ears, but the way I shoot it, it's completely safe for me. I don't have any discomfort. I have really good hearing. I don't have tinnitus or nothing, so I feel completely comfortable and safe shooting this without Ear Pro as well as these, even with 308 Supersonics. So if you're looking to get into your first can and you're wanting to shoot 300 blackout and 308, but occasionally you 5.56, I would go with the Diligent Defense Enticer L, the Nomad L, or the Resilient Jolene. And like I said, the prices on them are all pretty close to the same, except for the Diligent Defense. It's a little bit more cheaper than these two, but you can't go wrong with those three. They're going to be a lot less than the others in the top 5 list, and you'll be perfectly happy with them. This 5.56 duty can called the Polonium from Otter Creek Labs. That would be my suggestion if you're just looking for something for 5.56 only. That would be the can I'd go with. And like I said, this is not the K can. All right. Now going over to 9mm. This is my favorite 9mm can. It's called the Rugged Obsidian 9. It is modular, so you can take it from the long configuration down to the short. You just take this off, put the end cap on this, and you can have it shorter. I use this on my 9mm with subs. It's really quiet. And I also have used this on my 300 blackout. It does a pretty good job. Not as good as the 30 cal cans, but still quiet. This Rugged Obsidian 9 is a great can. You can shoot several different calibers through it. I can't remember all of them. I know it's 300 blackout, of course, 9mm, 350 Legend. But yeah, this is a great can. If you're looking for a 9mm, I think this one starts out around, I think you find them usually street price around $650 if I remember right. It's a little over 13 ounces in the long configuration. Let me take it apart here off camera because YouTube doesn't like for us to do this on camera. Kind of give you an idea of the weight in the short configuration. Short configuration, it's right at about 9 ounces. And that's how short it'll be. So that hopefully will answer some questions. Another one of the biggest questions we get asked daily is, how long does it take to get a silencer approval? Well, if you're doing the E-forms, and I'm going to be very specific on this, if you're doing the E-form and you're doing it as an individual and you have nothing on your history to cause them to delay you to do further investigation on your background, you could see it as little as 1 day up to a week. I'd say on an average, 3 to 5 days is the approval time. Now, if you do have something on your history, just a quick example, let's say you got arrested when you turned 18 or 19 for something stupid, and it wasn't that big of a deal, but you went to court, the prosecutor threw it out and said, I don't want to prosecute this case, blah, 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 and dropped the charges. You still have an arrest on your record, okay? Even though you were never convicted, it is on your record as you were arrested. So NICS will pick that up, and it will cause a delay. So in that case, you may end up having to wait 30 days. But here's the thing. The sooner you start the process and start the form, the quicker you're going to get the silencer. If you sit around debating and procrastinating for a month, 2 months, 3 months, all that time you've been trying to think, decide, you could have had the thing. So if you're on the fence about it, just do it. Pick you out a can you feel like it's going to be your preference of what you want. Watch YouTube videos. If you have friends or a range that you can go to where people are shooting these, where you can hear them yourself, that's another good suggestion. It's kind of hard to tell in a YouTube video what something sounds like. But like I said, me personally, I've shot these cans on my rifles. I don't wear hearing protection. The whole purpose of me getting silencer was protect my hearing. So that's the standpoint I'm coming from. I'm not looking at the length. I'm not looking at the weight. I'm looking at what's going to sound good and not hurt my ears. And these have all filled that role very well for me. And they're not crazy expensive. I'm not paying $1,000 for each one of them. They fall within the budget that I set for myself of what I'm looking for and what I want them to do. Now, here's one other thing I want to cover right quick. If you're filing for a silencer on the E-form and you're going to do a trust, it will take longer. And the reason it's going to take longer is because there's more than one person doing a background check on. And it goes back to what I was saying. If anybody that's on that trust has any issues, even if they weren't convicted, but they were arrested, that's going to delay it. So take that into consideration. Me personally, I don't do a trust because the way I look at it, these cans right here in 10 years, I might not even have them because the way the industry has changed so much in the past 2 years, especially in the past year, there is now so much research and development going into cans, silencers, sorry, I keep saying cans, that the industry is so competitive, they're all trying to come out with something better. They're all trying to come out with something lighter, something more quiet. So these may be considered antiques in 10 to 20 years, and you may not even want them because you may be able to pick up something that's super light and makes everything sound like a 300 blackout subsonic. I mean, the industry is getting, they're researching and developing stuff that fast right now. So you may not even want to even pass these down or may not even still have them to pass them down to a son or whoever. But that's up to you, how you do it. I'm not here to tell you whether you should do an individual or trust. But the point being is, excuse me, if you're going to do the quickest route, go an individual. If you got any questions on any of these or any other products, we sell every silencer brand there is. You can check us out on 2A Optics. Our website is 2aoptics.com. You can also find us on Facebook, and our email and phone numbers on our website. You can contact us any of those methods, ask us any questions you want, or leave a comment down below with your question or another video that you would like to see in the future for us to cover, and we'll be happy to try to accommodate you. Please click like, share, and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button and share our videos. Help us grow. We'd appreciate it. And when you're on our website, if you don't see something on our website, just give us a call because a lot of times things don't show up on our website that we may have in stock in store. We just don't have it on the website because of the amount of quantity that we may have. We pulled it so that way we'd still have some in store. So give us a call if you're looking for something specific and we can help you out there. But I think that's going to be about it for today on this video. Hope you watched it till the end. If you got any questions, please let us know. Until next time, take care and God bless.